So I've been watching a few scary movies lately, and I'd say scary movies just because I don't know which category they belong into. The ones I've been seeing was it's not really a scary movie, it's a Disney movie. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. Mostly I've been watching part 2 and 4, mostly 4, because I really love the way how they created such suspenseful, almost horrifying scenes in both movies. It makes me wish to make my own movie, or probably start in a pirate scary movie. It could be a series for all I know, but it's the sailor who've been, just an ordinary sailor, just casting the ropes and cooking for the crew members, and suddenly one crew member just walks up, or not walks up, some crew member just decides to talk about these scary folklore tales about mermaids, about krakens, about the natives, just horrifying legends of the sea or in the islands alone. Heck, even how haunting the ship is, with a lost lady who never got the chance to see her husband, and she went on the ship in search for her husband, but suddenly a mysterious thing happened to her and the ship she was in, and now her soul is wandering elsewhere in the sea, and then you get to see nothing but her dress just passing by. Just something horrifying like that. I'm already imagining like a scene where one of the crew members is just in the corner trying to get some sleep, and then hears some lady giggling, follows the lady's voice, and then sees the dress just passing by. Just how scary that would be. And I guess in some ways he has to figure out like what is her satisfying needs in order to end her spirit in the real world and go to the undying lands, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but my mind is just thinking about so many cool scary movies that could happen, especially with krakens, and I could think of so many stuff that could happen for like a series like this. I know Pirates of the Caribbean has something like that, but I'm not trying to go that route. Like, I'm trying to, I guess, in some ways, an anthology, something that John Carpenter couldn't do in, his Halloween movies. But if there's a way to pull that off with the series I'm thinking of, like a pirate series, and it's not like a Caribbean I mean, no, I think I'm getting the idea of what I'm talking about, because I'm thinking like, is Pirates an anthology? But no, it's technically a series. And yeah, my statement still stands. I wish we get like some like horror scary movie anthology, but pirates. As I mentioned about having a ghost lady, the crew members needed to help satisfy her needs in the world she's trapped in order to move on to the afterlife. A sequel could be about a kraken, or a Loch Ness monster, or a serpent in the sea, or megalodon, or mermaids, the natives. Somewhere in the last of its anthology, it could be about the god of the sea, which Pirates of the Caribbean 5 kind of dealt into that with Poseidon's trident. But I feel like with an anthology I'm thinking of, it could be something just right. And it's not about breaking the curse. It's just like, I guess in some ways, kind of like a mixture of Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean. Like more adventurous, but they'll come across some enemies that'll try to beat to the treasure first. But upon arriving on the treasure, something supernatural happens, and in order to prevent from taking the treasure to the mainland, they'll have to bury the treasure, preventing other sailors or archaeologists of its time to get a hold of this item. Something like that. I know there's a way to pull that off. As I mentioned before, I would love to not only direct, write, or produce, but also participate acting in the movie. Similar to Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like scary but full of adventure in some ways. I don't know. With the idea I have in mind, I feel like that something like that could be pulled off. I don't know. I guess I've been thinking about just pirates in the sea and some cryptic mythologies of the sea and stuff right now. After all, it is October and it's spooky season as well. But at the time this video is uploaded, it's not October. It's probably November. Or it's probably 2025.